welcome to another episode of the podcast Stop Crying Poser. Every Friday right here on twitch.tv/Ninja Lifestyle, right around 3:30 p.m. Pacific Time. Who's watching live? TSA Skater, ring-a-ting-ting, bing-bing bum boy, Benny 46 Drift, TSA Skater, I said that already, 902 Rider, Mo Letterilla Remy, Unseen Gnosis, Benny 40 whatever, Recon 19 Infamy, PLT, Greg from VA, and Geiges. I'm not sure how many of those names I repeated, but I have a headache. That's why my background's a little bit darker than usual, and doesn't matter. We're still going to have a good podcast. I'm going to pressure through. As far as topics, I will brief you guys on what they're going to be. New cake muscle decks might be on the way out. Andy Schrock just spent 4 days in Las Vegas with a couple of the Revive crew. My stomach was hurting. My dog got attacked viciously. I watched the movie El Camino, and we have some news articles also. Also, I made a song, which we're going to listen to after we do the trivia question. I want to reward the people who showed up early to watch this live with a trivia question, so you guys can get a chance to win a free Ninja Lifestyle sticker pack. That means not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5, sometimes even 6. If I'm feeling generous, 6, potentially, probably 5 stickers free, delivered to you just for being a smart young man or woman, or whatever you identify as. So, the trivia question has to do with math. And if you want to try to answer the question, you can only win if you live in America because that's the greatest country. I'm sorry, Canada and Mexico. I'm sorry. I didn't create the rules. I didn't create America. I'm not Columbus. I'm Steve. I run the YouTube channel Ninja Lifestyle, and this is what we're doing. So, here is the math trivia question. Again, you guys are allowed to Google. It's better to Google if you don't know. I need one of you in the chat to tell me what is pi to the 6th decimal. Pi. You know what I'm saying? That math, it's kind of like a bar with one line that goes down and one line that comes and scoops out. I used to know this Asian dude who could say pi to like the 20th decimal. Also, I watched a movie the other day called Life of Pi, and this guy knew pi to like, oh shit, I don't even know, probably like 500 decimal points or something. TSA Skater says 3.1415. Fuck my life. You're just 1 away. Oh no, you're 2 away. 3.1415. See, I think I can do it to 5. I think if I had not checked, I could have done it to 5. Recon says 3.141592. That is correct. You are the winner, Recon. Talk to me on Instagram or Facebook to claim your prize. Geiges in second place. I'm sorry, you're too slow and you're too dumb. That says something, right? When you're too dumb for a Ninja Lifestyle video, then you're just too dumb. Speaking of a Ninja Lifestyle video, I have a treat for you guys watching live. If you're already subscribed, you already know about this, but I want to show you guys a song I made, and I hope that you guys appreciate it as much as I do. Let's go ahead and hit play. This is a special treat for the podcast viewers that don't watch me on YouTube. Listen up. Riding a skateboard, having a good time, doing a back tail and a board slide, doing a front blunt, having fun with my friends, skateboarding, crooked grind, fake it 50-50, then do a 180, no slide, this boy only knows one trick. Oh, wait, stop. That did hit me in the neck. Well, hey, listen, you gotta be more careful out there. I don't want you getting hurt. So wear a helmet and let's get back to the song. Fake it 50-50 out there. Do a big spin. Please don't let the board hit your neck again. Grind 180, then a 5-0 down. Look around, my dick's big. Make it touch the ground. Wow, wow. Do a big spin. Keep doing that trick. Then a shove into a grind. Tell your baby not to whine. Do a tail slide. Then a spin around. heel. Then quit skating for real. Big spin, not again. I'm getting bored. It's like 4. Do you know any other tricks, you dumb fat whore? Shifty flip, little dick, bottle flip, suck a dick, took a shit. Then I'm tired of this fucking song, guys. Just do the fucking nose grind, tip your waitresses, and subscribe. Okay. I hope you guys appreciated what I just showed you. I'm getting back into music. Somebody left a comment on my YouTube recently. They said, remember when this guy used to make music? Hey, motherfuckers, I can still do it. I still got the voice. I still got the skills. I can do it. Look at that shit right off the top of my fucking head. And I'm getting real sick of you guys not having faith in Papa Steve. Anyways, let's move on to potentially new cake muscle skateboard ideas. I know usually we start with the news. Today we're going to save the news for later because there is no Las Vegas news. We had to do world news and it's boring as fuck. So, I want to cut costs, okay? For me and for you. Cakemuscle.com has been out of stock for almost a year, right? I mean, we went fully out of stock last month, but we only had like 3 decks left for the last, several months because nobody wants like the Dragon Ball Z 8.5. It's the worst looking deck and it's the biggest, stupidest size. So eventually we sold completely out and I thought to myself, maybe I'll quit doing this. And I've talked to you guys about it before. Then I thought to myself, what if I could save money and what if I could make this whole process easier for me? Then I thought to myself, okay, what if I got a bunch of blanks and I found a way to put a graphic on them myself, either a nice high quality stencil, or maybe I could even draw something on each of them, as long as it was simple and consistent and every deck could be almost identical, but maybe have a little bit of differences. So I came up with this. Check it out. If you guys can see on the screen, it's sort of a graffiti. Think Zoo York, think New York, fat dauber graffiti. Cake muscle, couple of little dripping lines. This was just a font that I stole from the internet. If you're listening to this, you can't see it, but I'm describing it pretty well. It's a very basic idea. It says Cake Muscle, the brand is there, and it's something that I think I can replicate and something that I can save a couple of dollars on and something that still, for me, has the right shape, okay? That's what I don't want to lose. I don't really mind parting ways with Cake Muscle. That's not that big of a deal. I mean, it kind of is. What I really don't want to do is lose the shape that I've been skating for the past, 8 years probably. I love the shape of Cake Muscle. I love the quality of the boards. And I just don't want to quit. God damn it, if I go to fucking Zoomies, my homie Mevin just got a board from Zoomies. He got a blank. I stood on it. The concave was all wrong. The shape of the nose and tail was all different. And even though it was only different by, millimeters, it's still enough for me to notice and enough for me to be like, oh, I don't want to ever skate this. Back in the day, you guys might struggle with this. You guys might. When I was a kid, it was always a different skateboard, right? I'd either borrow one from somebody or I'd get a used one from somebody. Then I'd get a blank from this shop, then a blank from this shop. Then I might win a contest. I get another skateboard. So it was always different shapes. And there comes a point when you want consistency in every skateboard that you ride. And I found that almost to the extreme. I love the Cake Muscle shape. So this is an idea. I put a couple of pictures of this on Discord. I put it on Twitter. I put it on Facebook. And I've put it on Instagram. And so far, I did an Instagram poll. And 70% of people gave me the thumbs up. 30% were like, nah, I don't really know how I feel about that. So I'd say 70% is great. I'd say that far exceeded my expectations. And I would hope that this is something that maybe you guys could get behind. Maybe you guys would want to support one last run of Cake Muscle, or maybe we can revitalize the brand completely. The best criticism I've gotten lately, though, is that they would rather have a white background. And I, too, would rather have a white background, but I don't think that's something I can negotiate without adding some cost. So I want to keep these as low cost as possible. Keep it kind of like this is how I used to do shit, right? I used to do merchandise in the cheapest possible way. Our very first run of Black Ninja shirts was fucking terrible, but they were also all stolen. I'll give you guys the inside scoop. I don't want to teach you guys how to be criminals, but I used to go to Michael's. It's like an arts and crafts store, and also like Home Depot and other places. I used to do this as a kid all the time. It's terrible. I would never do it now, but I'd go in there and I would steal a bunch of like really expensive shit that's really small. Anything I could steal that was small and expensive, I would steal it. Right? I'd either put it in my pants. Here's one of the things I used to do. I used to put rubber bands or shoelaces around the bottom of my pants and tie them real tight. Then I could just drop shit down my pants and it would fill up like a bag and I could get a bunch of shit on my pants. And that way, if they ever patted me down, if it was a dumb person and ever patted me down, they would never find this shit. So that was my main stealing technique. So I'd go in there, steal a bunch of shit. I would come back and I would return it. And they wouldn't give you cash, they would give you store credit, which is great because Michael's also sells t-shirts. So I'd get out of there, 40, 50 t-shirts, and they'd say, what do you need all these t-shirts for? And I'd go, like a school team. We're doing like a club or something. They go, oh, that's nice. Okay, what club? And I'd make up some bullshit or whatever. And that's how we did our first ever sort of business venture. We sort of faked it till we maked it, right? I didn't have the money to start a t-shirt kind of thing, and the first ones were really shitty, and then eventually I sold them for a really cheap price, built up a little bit of capital, and then my next run of shirts, I actually bought the shirts, I took them to somebody to screen press them, my friend Dave DeLuna printed them, and then we had some really nice Black Ninja shirts. This was before Ninja Lifestyle. They were Black Ninja shirts, and ever since then I've never really had to go back to doing things the cheap way. But this is sort of a step backwards as far as quality, because it could possibly literally be me spray painting skateboards or using a nice, I mean, I'm saying nice, I need a quality dauber to recreate this sort of graffiti style. And I think I could pull it off. You know, I'm not worried about that. I'm sure I could figure out some sort of grid to kind of to fake my way into like having a great graffiti hand style. Anyways, the idea is to have something that shows the brand name, that looks cool, that is going to be consistent, and also really low cost to me, which will also, in the end, save you guys a little bit of money. But I haven't really publicly talked about this idea. It came to me the other day. I think I saw a graffiti tag on the wall, and I was like, okay, like, fuck it, dude. I think I could handle that. Especially you think about these graffiti guys, they have like the gnarliest shit now. They have these fucking ink pens that they never fucking go bad. It looks like a graphic. And some of them can like burn fucking holes into glass. Dude, they're coming up with all kind of stuff. So I'm sure I could search online and find a really nice graffiti pen and recreate something like this. But I really, really, really wanted to make sure that I tossed this idea out there on as many platforms as I could, so that I could gauge interest. And so far, it really makes me happy that people seem to be on board. Then again, I know how you guys are. Here's what it is. If 500 people tell me, I love this design, I'm definitely going to buy it the day it comes out. If 500 people say they're going to buy it, the actual amount is going to be about 5. It's usually like a 1% turnaround rate, which is fine by me. So let's get about 10,000 people to claim they're going to buy one. That way we can get at least 100 sales out of this. Because the first run's going to cost me between $1,000 and $1,500, which is not that big of a deal. That's way less than we used to spend on the cake muscle runs. But then again, back when my channel was really blowing up, business was booming a lot more than it is now. So I just wanted to run that sort of thing by you guys and get your ideas. So far, it seems like even in the chat, you guys are hyped on the idea. Guy just says 100% original content. Unseen says very original. And Venus Dietrap says, I'll buy a board for sure. So I appreciate the kind words. I'm definitely going to remember this conversation. I'm going to go back and I'm going to find out if you guys lied to me. Because if 3 people said they're going to buy it, then that means only 0.3 of you guys are going to buy it. If we do the math, TSA Skater says I won't pay $50 for shipping. Well, luckily, I don't choose the shipping cost. That has to do with the United States Postal Service. Priority mail division, God damn it. Okay, my back's getting sweaty. I'm sitting here in the dark. Let's move on to talking about the recent Andy Schrock / Revive trip here. They came out with Ryan Bracken, Alex Buning, Justin Ellison. Oh, I'm missing somebody. Brett Novak, Gage Smith, and this guy named Chris, who's a magician. He actually didn't come with them. They just happened to know him from Ohio. And this guy was doing fucking magic tricks at the bar, making cards disappear, making coins appear into your hands. What a cool guy to randomly meet through Andy and them. So anyways, day 1, I meet them at the skate park called JC. It's where we made that song video. We skated. It was really hot. It's uncharacteristically hot because the last few days have been really cold. So we're out there skating. I'm sweating. I take my shirt off. I'm fucking trying to get this video done. I'm filming everybody. I'm filming myself. We get done. Everyone lands a couple of great tricks. We're all tired, but we're not tired enough to quit. Okay, it was a perfect warm-up. I was completely warmed up, and then we went to this spot. It's kind of like a DIY. So Andy built a ramp out of like a brick and a shitty piece of wood. My friend Matt Zakopolik came by for moral support. So here's what happened. I kind of fucked up. Okay, I feel bad about it because when Andy comes out, I try to work really hard to be a part of his videos because he traveled a long way, and it's also great exposure for me, and also helps him out. The more tricks that he's able to get, the more entertaining his YouTube video can be. So he gets there. His mindset is sort of stuck on, I want to film for my future Revive video part. So he's thinking bangers. My friend Matt comes up. He created a local video here called Cake It, and now they're working on a sequel called Cake It 2. So I said, you know what, Matt, I'll skate with you with the VX fucking 1000. Oh, God. I landed a pretty cool trick for Matt's video. It took a while. It took a lot out of me. It hurt my back. I was really tired and sweaty. I got really badly sunburned, but I got a trick from Matt. And then after that, I was too tired and worn out to film for Andy's video. And Andy also had a really struggling session on this ramp into a rail. But anyways, we all got tired, exhausted. It was a pretty good first day or whatever. Then we all went to eat. And I'm still feeling bad. I'm like, damn, dude, I really wanted to get more tricks for Andy's video. You know, he's coming out here, traveling out here to get work done. Usually I'm like a workhorse, you know, but kind of blew it on day 1. So anyways, day 2 comes around, and I don't know what's going on in the morning. I wake up and my stomach is killing me. This was on Wednesday. Wednesday morning, I wake up at like 7 a.m. Stomach's killing me to the touch. If you touch my stomach, I go, ugh. So I try to take a shit, doesn't help. I try to eat a bunch, doesn't help. I drink a bunch of water, doesn't help. So anyways, we go out to skate, and for the first spot, it's this big-ass ramp to ramp. Gage is skating it. Ryan Bracken is skating it. It's too big for me. I'm like, fuck, I gotta sit down. We eventually find our way to a ledge. I feel like I have to go to the bathroom. I can't go to the bathroom. There's too many fucking people at the park walking around. I know I'm really rambling here, but I'm just trying to stuff all the things that happened into one quick story. So I'm at the park. My stomach's still hurting, dude. Still hurting. This is like 8 hours after I woke up. Stomach's killing me. I'm trying to do a line. I can't do shit. So I just did a nose slide and then a nose slide shove. Boring as fucking line ever. And then I did a 1-foot nose slide. I'm just the fucking worst pile of shit, dude. And then stomach's killing me. We try to go out to eat and gamble a little bit. I lose all my fucking money. Andy has a terrible time gambling too. Or not a terrible time gambling. He just gets very unlucky. I get very unlucky. I'm with Lily, my girlfriend. She's getting fairly unlucky. We're gambling. We go up to eat. My stomach's killing me too much. I can't even eat. It was super fucking depressing. And these guys want to, like, you know, hang out a little bit more late night. I can't hang out. I was so drained from skating, and my skin was hurting from the sunburn, and my stomach was hurting from who knows what. I don't even know. And then at one point, my eyes started hurting. Every time I closed my eye, it would hurt really bad. Now, that was Wednesday. Then Thursday happened. My stomach was hurting again. My eye was still hurting. I couldn't even meet up with these guys. So they came out to skate for 3 days. I was only able to skate for 2 of them. And I feel like kind of a letdown. You know, I'm happy that I got a couple of tricks. I'm happy I got to show those guys around and help them to get content for Andy's channel and whatever else they did on their own time. Bracken probably got a video done, and Alex too. But it's weird that you feel guilty for just little shit like that. I don't know if you guys have ever been in a situation like that, but it was like, dude, I like to be, here's like the best case scenario, right? This is what I always want out of a trip. At the last day, everyone's skating, and Andy or somebody goes, yeah, dude, you fucking killed it, man. You got that one trick on the first day. The second day, you got like 4 tricks at that park. And the third day, you fucking got a 2 tricks for the YouTube, 1 trick for your video part. Like, dude, you fucking killed it. And then I go, oh, nice. You know, I do my best. I do my best. You know, I try. Don't fucking make me blush. But instead, I'm just like, yeah, I didn't do shit. I had a fucking stomach ache for 3 days. I didn't even show up on the last day. Sorry, dudes. You guys kind of came out here for nothing. I don't really feel that guilty. I'm exaggerating it a little bit to make the story more interesting. But, I don't know. It just was kind of like a failure. A failure of a trip for me. But I did get a good song out of it. And I did get to see my friends, which I always have a good time with them. Hung out with Gage quite a bit. Oh, here's something I didn't tell you guys. I made Gage smoke a cigar. I got some cigars from Nicaragua. They're going to get dry in this hot, dry atmosphere, so I got to smoke them all. So I'm giving them out all over the place. Brett Novak smoked one. Daniel Trujillo smoked one. Andy did not, which I thought he would. I know he doesn't smoke or do drugs or anything, but I thought if you gave him a nice fucking Cuban-style cigar, big motherfucker, I thought I could get Andy Schrock to smoke it, but he was not down. So failure on that front. Failure all around. We did have some fun times playing this game called Wheel of Fortune, where you get these bonus spins, but at the end of the day, we all lost money, and that pretty much was the entire trip. I mean, I wish I could say something really exciting happened, but it really didn't. One of the most exciting things from the trip was Andy's friend doing magic. I know that sounds lame, but this motherfucker, he knew his way around a deck of cards. So he comes up, and everyone's like, yeah, this guy's like a professional magician. I'm like, oh, cool. And then I'm thinking like, oh, that's it. Like, fucking whatever. He's off the clock. And then, boom, pulls out a deck of cards, pulls out a fucking pouch of gold coins. He's like, I got some tricks, motherfuckers. And he just does all these tricks, fucking making them disappear in his hands. And he did a great job. One thing I always forget about street magic style shit is it's not always about the quality of the trick. It's also about the storytelling. It's also about sort of, I guess it might be distracting you from the magic that's happening, but it's also really cool because it's like a funny story. You know, this guy kind of had a comedian vibe. Who is it, Chris Angel, or what's that other guy? They kind of have like a morbid, weird vibe. Like, oh, and then, look at the card now. Oh, is it a 3? Oh, 3. Well, what it mean? Bah! Oh, I coughed out a 3. They do it like that, but this guy did a comedian style. It was great, and that was really the highlight. So that was the trip. Usually I would have some funny story. Oh, shit! I do have a funny story. Okay, every time Andy comes to Las Vegas, at the end of the night, we go to this pizza place. It's called Evil Pie. It's a pizza place all about Evel Knievel, the stunt man from like the 80s and 70s or whatever. And it's all like memorabilia. And then I think he had a son named Robbie Knievel who also did crazy long like jumps on motorbikes and shit like that. It was all crazy. But we go in there and it's become a tradition. Every time that Andy gets pizza, when he sits down, I go, happy birthday, Trevor! Trevor's birthday! It's Trevor's birthday! And then I go, Trevor, 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 Trevor! And then I make the whole bar go, yeah, Trevor, dude, happy birthday, Trevor! You want me to buy you a drink, Trevor? No one understands that his name is Andy. And it's just me fucking being silly about the whole Trevor thing. And I did it again. I don't know if this is the second time I've done it, or the third time I've done it. Actually, let me show you guys a little clip from the audio.
Trevor! 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 Oh my God! It's Trevor! Trevor, what did you get? Birthday, yeah! Trevor! Trevor! Trevor's birthday! Trevor, dude. Hell yeah. 28. Trevor.
Okay, so it's funny because it goes on for way too long. That Trevor thing was like, that's a 1.5-minute video of just me hyping up the word Trevor. The trip did have some fun moments. Good old Trevor. Trevor. So my dog got attacked. Yeah, my dog. Sweet, innocent, beautiful Koopa. Minding his own business. I'm walking him down the street. This is the day before Andy got here. I'm walking him down the street. He's on his leash. Okay? Pay attention to that one point. He's on his leash. Because if you want to have control over your dog, you put him on a leash. Especially if your dog's too dumb to listen to verbal commands, you put the dog on a leash because you care about your dog and you care about what your dog might get into or possibly what your dog might do. So no leash means you probably don't give a fuck about your dog, right? This makes me mad. I'm explaining the story. You guys can guess what happened. I'm explaining the story backwards, but it makes me so angry. Like, it'd be one thing if the dog gets off his leash on accident or jumps over a fence. I'd be like, oh, fuck, that's crazy. But no, these people just fucking hanging out in their front yard with their dog, and then their dog runs up to my dog, off their property into the middle of the street. So anyways, I'm walking the dog. I see Koopa looking weird. He's like, he looks over. I don't see anything because it's kind of dark. So I'm looking, I'm like, oh, maybe he saw like a lizard or something. There's sometimes little lizards going around. Then I see this fucking white, I don't know what it was like a poodle, like a big poodle, like a 30-pound poodle, runs out, starts talking shit to Koopa, starts nipping at him. Koopa doesn't make a noise. He doesn't bark. He just sits there and he just gets ready. Like, he thinks this dog is here to play. Because Koopa has other dog friends. He hangs out with other dogs, but usually not dogs that are aggressive. So his dog's like juking him out, like fucking making him trying to flinch. And Koopa's just like, motherfucker, like, let's go, let's play. Then the other dog tries to nip at him and then runs away like a bitch. And I'm like, okay. So then I turn Koopa around and try to keep walking. And the dog keeps running at Koopa, but only when Koopa's not looking at him. So this is fucking making me mad. Okay, number one, because your dog's a bitch. Number two, because I can see the two people, it's a man and a woman, outside in the street watching this happening, but not doing anything. They're just like staring at their dog. And I'm like, get away. I'm like kind of like fake swatting at the dog. Mind you, I got the fucking 380 on me. I'd prefer you guys take care of your fucking dog unless I have to. Okay, if you guys aren't fucking smart enough to grab your dog when it's trying to attack my dog, I can solve the problem. Okay? That wasn't actually a thought in my head, but I certainly could have solved the problem. If that dog would have latched onto my dog's fucking neck or paw, and I got two fucking people just staring at their dog, attacking my dog, I'm shooting your dog. I'm doing us all a favor. I'm doing this neglected dog a favor. I'm doing you two retards a favor, and I'm doing my dog Koopa a favor because, he didn't feel like getting bit today. So eventually, we continue this thing where I try to walk Koopa away, but when Koopa turns his back, the dog runs at him. Then I turn back around. You know what I should do next time? Here's what I want to do next time. You know what? I probably shouldn't do this, but here's my thing. If I got the pistol on me and these motherfuckers want to watch their dog attack my dog, I'm gonna let Koopa fucking go. I'm gonna let my dog. Koopa would rip the shit out of that little poodle. He would rip the fucking shit out of it. And as soon as those two people start talking shit, pulling out the pistol, man. Motherfuckers, you want your dog? You came here for a dog fight? Let's fucking go. Let's let your dog, let's watch your dog get killed. You know, obviously that's not what I would ever really do. You know, that's kind of like an empty threat. But it's like, dude, they fucking sat there. They didn't run up and try to scoop their dog up. My dog is in his full harness. At first, when the dog ran at him, I picked him up and I lifted him off the ground. He's a big boy too. I'm pretty buff though, goddammit. I lifted him up. I'm just like, dude, get this fucking dog out of here. But then I realized that wasn't really helping anything. Because then the dog just, you know, didn't really care. It would just jump and grab Koopa and he would have no chance to defend himself. So I'm just like, dude, what are your guys' thoughts on this? Like, what the fuck do you do? Also, this isn't like, you know, a negative thing, but neither of the people could speak English, right? So it's just like, okay, you guys just want to have your fucking Mexican fighting dog attack my fucking dog. Like, why don't you tell him to come here or stop or get away or no or bad dog or anything? Why just fucking sit there silently watching? Jesus Christ. Also, by the way, like I said, my dog's on a leash. My dog is on a leash. I have control of my dog. I'm walking him around the fucking, around the neighborhood on a leash, legally, the way you're supposed to do it, caring about other people's feelings and the health and safety of my dog and the health and safety of anyone who my dog might attack. I'm just over here, like, just caring about other people. And then I got these motherfuckers who's like, oh, fuck it. Fuck it. Let's just let him run free. What are we doing in our front yard? Nothing. Probably fucking smoking weed, watching our dog attack other dogs. Jesus Christ, dude. It rubbed me the wrong way. And then they finally get their dog and they're like, oh, sorry. I was like, okay, yeah, dude, yeah, sorry. And it really wasn't a big deal. Again, I'm hyping the story up, but just thinking about it, thinking about what could have happened makes me fucking mad. And it should make you guys mad too. TSA says, build the wall. Oh, man, it's like the fucking, the amount of carelessness makes me fucking crazy. The amount of carelessness. Now, if you have a well-behaved dog, I see this all the time too. There's a golden lab down the street that I ride past all the time. And Koopa looks at him, and Koopa wants to run at him and go play with him. But I got Koopa on a leash. This dog is not on a leash, but it's a well-behaved dog. He just looks at him. And he's just like, okay, hey, I'm in my yard. Hey, other dog. And then Koopa's like, hey, other dog. And then they're like, we want to play, but the one dog's behaved. My dog's on a leash. Then we go on with our life. Everything's going all good because that dog owner knows his dog, cares about his dog, cares about other dogs, cares about the safety of people around him. Normal fucking person. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have to get no, oh, lo siento, perdón, from him. No, I don't. Just an annoying thing. Benny46 says, I had this years ago, literally the same scenario with the owners watching, and I'm not proud, but I booted the dog. It cried and ran off. I know I did wrong. I was young. No, you did not do anything wrong. Hell no. You didn't do anything wrong, especially if it was like onto your dog. Here's my thing. I'm far away, right? And your dog comes to me, and you don't also come to scoop the dog? Well, my foot was closer, right? Benny, don't beat yourself up over this. I think you did the perfect thing. Guess what? If my foot was able to make it to your dog before your hands got to your dog, that was just a matter of time and space, right? Nothing you can do about that, okay? Because if you cared about your dog, my foot wouldn't have been fast enough. You would have gotten there first because a caring person is a lot faster than an angry kick, right? A defensive kick. Am I making sense here, people? I mean, Jesus Christ. If you let your dog get that far away from you that it's able to get kicked, then you can blame your fucking self. All right? Don't blame the kick. I feel like I've had this same mentality for a lot of, like, even news stories before, you know? I don't know, whatever. Some bullshit, man. Nothing bad happened, and the dog was small, okay? I don't want you guys to think that it was another big-ass pit bull that came. Also, Koopa wasn't worried at all. I think Koopa the entire time thought the other dog was playing, but I could see that other dog. Here's the thing. The dog was a bitch, too. It's like, I got this personal shit now. I'm like, okay, Koopa loves to run, so if I start jogging, he'll run. He'll ignore the other dog. So we start jogging, the dog fucking runs up and tries to nip at him again. I'm like, dude, motherfucker, we're trying to get away from you. It just fucking... it just rubbed me the wrong way. So, I don't know. If you guys have a story like that, feel free to share it in the chat or share it in a YouTube comment if your dog's ever been in a similar situation. I could totally understand. Like I said, if the dog jumped over the fence or if it got out, or even if there was some sort of concern like, oh, no, like, oh no, come back, oh no, then I could understand like, oh shit, an accident happened. Not just silently watching your dog fucking run at my dog. Just like, oh, you know what I mean? I don't fucking know. This is some bullshit, dude. Anyways, last story for me. I watched this movie called El Camino. I don't know if we have any Breaking Bad fans in here with the old Walter White, the old Jesse Pinkman. I never watched that show when it came out, and I'm glad I didn't, because when I met Lily, she told me it's an awesome show, and we got to watch it all, multiple episodes at a time. I could watch 3 or 4 episodes in a row if I wanted to. If I had to go back in time and rewatch that shit back then, I think it would have been annoying, because right now I'm watching a show called A Million Little Things, and I have to fucking wait a week for each episode. I might have forgot what happened last episode. Some bullshit, man. But anyways, Breaking Bad, cool series. If you haven't seen it, I recommend it if you have Netflix. But A movie just came out. It's called El Camino. It's what happens after. Ooh, what happens after? I don't want to spoil the idea, but it's like just that. What happens after Breaking Bad? It doesn't say, oh, Breaking Bad 2. No. So I'm all over Facebook. Everyone's saying, El Camino sucked, man. El Camino sucked. It wasn't as cool. There wasn't as much action. There wasn't no guns or shootings or chase scenes. There was no one selling dope. There was no fucking gang drug fights or anything, dude. That shit was whack. And I was like, in my head, I'm like, hey, listen, asshole. This is just a movie of what happened after. It doesn't say Breaking Bad 2. It was not called fucking crazy ass shit 2. It's just called El Camino. It's about a car. It's about this guy driving around a car. Jesus Christ. Take the movie for what it is. If you don't know what the fuck's going on, watch the trailer. And then say, oh, this is not what I wanted to watch. It annoys me. Like, oh, how about this? Great example. I have not seen The Joker yet. But can you imagine how annoyed I would be if I got on Facebook after watching The Joker and everyone said, hey, The Joker sucks because I didn't see Batman. Oh, really? Is it called Batman and The Joker? Or is it called The Joker? I don't know. And I watched the trailers. All I saw was The Joker. Didn't see any Batman. I don't know. If I didn't see it in the trailer, why would I expect to see it in the thing? If you don't know what the fuck you're watching, like, why are you complaining about it? You had no idea why you were even there in the first place. Pissing me off. You know what I'm saying? Just one of those things. Guy just says, Batman's not in the new Joker, question mark? Whatever. I'm just saying, it's like, why would you complain about something that you previously had no knowledge of? It's almost like, this is what that's like. It's like you going to an ice cream shop and you're going, I like chocolate and I like vanilla, but what's Chile? What's Chile ice cream? I'll try some Chile ice cream. Oh, I don't like that Chile ice cream. No shit, you didn't like it because you didn't know what it was. You tried it and you didn't like it. Okay, that's cool, but don't say that it sucks. You can't say Chile ice cream sucks. You don't know what the fuck it is. Okay, stick with chocolate and vanilla with some shit that you've seen before, you know about, some shit you're aware of. Don't go fuck with no shit that you don't know about. Stay the fuck off of Netflix, El Camino haters. You goddamn assholes. I hate y'all. My opinion, the movie was okay. It was a slow movie. Not great, not bad. It was okay. Good movie if you guys are Breaking Bad fans. Anyways, let's move on to the news. I don't really have that much cool news to talk about, but we'll see. Okay, working out before breakfast has profound effects on overall health. I'm not reading that shit. Next one. The failed arrest of El Chapo's son turned a Mexican city into an urban war zone. Let me guess. It was just a bunch of fucking dogs running around attacking each other with everyone just looking at each other. Oh, yipa, oh, perro. It was the most important operation against organized crime in years. At almost every step, it went awry. On Thursday afternoon, in the northwestern city of Colocan, soldiers and police arrived in a convoy at the home where Ovidio Guzman Lopez, the son of former drug kingpin Joaquim El Chapo Guzman, was staying. Is it Guzman or Guzman? A sprawling compound between 15-foot concrete walls. The younger Guzman was a leading figure in the Sinaloa cartel, which his father had built from Culiacan into one of the most powerful criminal organizations until his arrest in 2016. Ovidio Guzman was seen as heir apparent. In February, he'd been indicted by the U.S. Justice Department for knowingly, intentionally, and willfully distributing drugs to be exported. Exported? Exported. I was trying to say extorted. Exported into the United States. But as Mexican security officials crept closer to Guzman on Thursday, they were informed that they did not yet have an arrest warrant for him. What? They needed to wait, according to Security Minister Alfonso Durazo, a remarkable misstep that quickly turned the city into an urban war zone and ultimately led to the release of one of Mexico's most infamous drug traffickers. I'm not going to read this entire long-ass fucking story, but apparently it was a big-ass shootout between the cartel and the cops. Looks like the cops got the guy, and then they were surrounded. So if they wanted to live, they had to let this El Chapo's kid go. El Chapo got put back away. He was free again. Cops went their way. Whatever happened their way. I watched the video about it. I really don't want to read this whole entire fucking article. But that's crazy. Mexico, right? Am I right? Bunch of crazy shit happening out there. Crazy shit happening out here too, but I don't know. It's interesting to think that this cartel, even with a fucking armed army of police officers, they can just go like, nah, dog, we're gonna fuck you up. Because that's essentially what happened. Cops thought they could handle it. Cartel said, nah, motherfuckers, y'all ain't shit. Boom. And then a bunch of people died, I guess. Also, there was like a jailbreak at the same time. While this was happening, it was a jailbreak that happened. I don't know. You guys can read more about it on your own. But that's fucked. That's crazy. I kind of wish... Okay, don't take me out of context here. I wish we had like a cartel for justice, right? So, actually, I wish we had a cartel for justice, and I'll explain to you why in the next article. California woman who live-streamed deadly DUI crash was arrested weeks after her prison release. Now, I'm gonna quickly recap this. There's this chick, she was 18 at the time. She thought she was a fucking ghetto, gangster-ass person. She's fucking riding down the street with her loud music playing, throwing up gang signs and shit, fucking letting go of the wheel, saying she don't give a fuck, singing her favorite song, fuck you, dude, fucking East Side, man, whatever, fuck you, SA, whatever, I'm fucking badass, fuck Stockton, California, whatever. And her 14-year-old little sister's in the backseat going, please slow down. Please quit driving crazy. You're going to kill me if you keep driving crazy. Please stop. Please stop. And say, nah, fuck that. I'm fucking gangster, whatever. She's live streaming this, filming herself doing all this shit while drunk and probably on drugs. Drunk driving while live streaming, hands not on the wheel, putting your 14-year-old sister, child, in danger. Well, the car crashed, 14-year-old died, and you would think, oh, what a sad story. No, the live streaming continued. This fucking bitch gets out of the car uninjured because her fucking seatbelt was on. Goes, looks down at her 14-year-old sister whose head is smashed wide open. How do I know that? Because I saw the video. The live stream shows this poor little girl's head smashed open, just broken open, completely dead, no chance of survival. No fucking chance. And the fucking chick is like, man, I killed you. I'm so sorry. I killed you, man. I'm sorry about that, dude. Sorry. Fucking pushing her. Wake up. Kind of not caring. Kind of making jokes. So yeah, she gets sentenced to prison. Serves 2 years. That's kind of annoying that you killed an innocent child while drunk and on drugs while live streaming. Kind of made a joke about the whole thing. Completely embarrassed your sister for the rest of her life. There's going to be a video of her brain splattered out. And you served two years. That's cool. So then what happens? Right when she gets out, she jumps on social media, makes a bunch of jokes about killing her sister. She's, I guess, super hyped that she has 5,000 followers. She thinks she's a celebrity. Then does the exact same thing, fucking gets a DUI crash or whatever, fucking has a gun in the car. Fucking ridiculous, man. Blessed Doki says, imagine not only getting killed, but getting humiliated. That's right. So let's read the article. A California woman who served time in prison after she killed her sister in a drunken driving crash that she live streamed has been arrested again just weeks after her release. Also, this live stream is all over the internet. So if you guys are brave enough to see something that's really going to make you extremely angry, it's out there. Obdulia Sanchez, 20, was arrested early Thursday in Stockton, California after a short vehicle pursuit, police said. She faces traffic and weapons charges. This is her picture. Clearly not someone who should be free. Oh, man, this makes me so fucking angry that an innocent person died and no one learned anything from it. And this person should have never been let out in the first place. Now they fucked up again. If this person fucking gets out of jail ever, this is why we need a justice cartel. This person should be killed, I think. I know it's not a nice thing to say, and I hope I'm not violating any rules, but I think that someone this terrible should not be allowed to be on this earth. I mean, that's just my opinion. But I think prison is too nice. Because she's going to go in prison and she's still going to be able to laugh and smile and have fun. And TSA says, I hope she gets fucked up in prison. She's not gonna. She's going to be a fucking badass person. She's fucking gangster, dog. Fucking, she's going to make a bunch of weird ass fucking she's going to make friends that are just like her, just as stupid as her, and she's going to have a great time in prison. It's not going to be a fun time, you know. It's not going to be a great time, but there's going to be laughing. There's going to be card games. There's going to be braiding of hair, and there's going to be inside jokes, and there's going to be sort of like a mediocrity of her life that I don't think she deserves. It makes me mad. Can you guys feel the emotion right now? I hate the idea that this kind of shit can happen. Fucking Stockton, 5 hours away from me. She refused to stop when officers attempted to pull her over about 1:30 a.m. on a vehicle code violation. Another person in the car, described by police only as a male passenger, ran from the vehicle after it drove off the road near Interstate 5. Police said a loaded gun was found in the car. Okay, so, kills her sister, doesn't care, makes jokes about it, gets released early for some fucking reason, gets out of jail, commits more fucking vehicle problems, crashes her car, and now has a gun. Like, jail's not helping her. Prison didn't help her, right? Sanchez was released on parole late last month after serving more than 2 years in prison. The crash killed her 14-year-old sister. What she did here in Stockton this morning is alarming, because she was just released from prison, is on parole, and is already engaging in criminal activity. Sanchez was being held at the San Joaquin County Jail late Thursday. There's a lot of Joaquins happening today. Online booking record also shows that she faces a parole violation charge. She is expected to appear in court Monday. Whatever. Sanchez's father said she fled the attempted stop because she got scared. That's why she ran. Okay, whatever. Sanchez was sentenced to 6 years and 4 months for the first time. The first time she got fucked up. 6 years. Why is it that, you know, I got homies that are in jail for fucking murder. Why don't they get fucking 6 years? This bitch gets 6 years for killing an innocent child. Dude, I don't get it. An innocent child dies, you get 6 fucking years. But you really get 2. Serve 2 years. That's cool. Like, now I know where the bar is. Fucking justice system, man. The justice cartel. The justice cartel would be able to stop this if that was a thing. Am I crazy, dudes? I mean, fucking please in the chat, back me up here. Am I overboard? This person is a terrible... This is the lowest form of fucking life that's allowed to live. And she's going to be able to live somewhat comfortably. And that's fucking baffles me. It makes me so angry. I don't know, man. Whatever. So that's the last article. And that's really... I don't mean to end this on a sour note. We should actually tell a poop story or something to get everybody's mood back up. But it's just a terrible thing. It makes me fucking angry. And this happened only a couple days ago. Right? It's only happened a couple days ago. So I don't know any of these people. Okay, and I'm not like one of those people who just gets up in arms, like, oh, I'm so offended or whatever. But this is a real, like, morbid story. This is a person that's just a shitty person. So, anyways, that's all I got for the podcast. Congratulations to whoever won the trivia question, a free Ninja Lifestyle sticker pack. If you tuned in late, don't worry. You can re-listen or re-watch this podcast on Sunday. It comes out at 7 a.m. on iTunes, Podbean, YouTube, and a couple of other things that I don't really know about. I appreciate everybody for being here. Go ahead and give me a hell yeah in the chat so I can shout out everyone who lasted till the end. 902 Ryder, Guy Just Benny 46, Bless Doki, Original, TSA Skater, Recon, Mike Ox Flippin', Bless Doki, Greg from VA, Recon 902. I'm just repeating myself now, god damn it. I appreciate all of you guys for being here. Podcast ran a little bit long today. And we had very few topics. So again, I've proven that I am the greatest at rambling about nothing. Stay tuned if you're watching live on Twitch, because there will be a post show. Maybe we'll play some more games. Maybe we'll hang out. Maybe we'll just crack some jokes. Who knows? But if you're not watching this live, you should be. Twitch.tv/Ninja Lifestyle. Every Friday right around 3:30 p.m. Pacific time. We talk about things like this. We have a good time. And sometimes, you know what? We get a little bit peeved off at how the world turns. And that's just how it goes. So I appreciate everybody for being here and everyone who supports the podcast in any way. If you want to help, You can donate, you can subscribe, you can do whatever you want to do. But best thing you can do that's free is just to tell a friend about the podcast. Now, as far as notifications, I want to thank everybody who followed today. We got a follow from Dan of Most Trades. We got a subscribe from Waxer, who also gifted a subscribe to Gino. 902 Rider subscribed to Waxer, donated 500 bits, which is $5. That's going to go towards drinks tonight. It's my friend's birthday party. Drunkle has followed Billy Ho, PL6, Mellow Type, and Recon. Some new friends, part of the Stop Crying Poser squad. I appreciate you guys always, and I hope you guys have a great night and a great weekend. If you're watching this on Sunday or Monday, have a great week. Like I always say, don't drink too much, but don't drink too little. So I'll see you guys next time. Play that motherfucking intro. Motherfucker, what? Trevor!